to control your mind.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the game of the week. Justice League Blows Force. Let's give it a shot. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. This is my first quote-unquote long video, so if you're gonna bend me over, please be gentle. Wink, wink. So, I picked this game because I have a love-hate relationship with it, and I'll explain more in details, but I think one of the highlights of this game is the intro, and I'll let you listen to it. It's pretty cool, especially the music.
You will never defeat me. I control the technology. I have the power to control your mind.
All right, so here we go. So I figured before I showed gameplay, which I guess I already did, to give you guys a good look at the box. You can tell by the stickies on the back, that there used to be stickers there. I took them off, but it's still there. Look at this, Blockbuster Video. As a kid, I used to hate that the sticker was on the label, but now that I'm older, I kind of appreciate it because it's a fresh reminder as to where I got it from, and gives the game a little bit more history. No, Batman Forever, yeah, great game, huh? So let's take a look through the menu here. So, believe it or not, I'm a huge comic book fan, but this was my first introduction to Darkseid as a kid. And here he is right here. I don't know. It's hard to remember, but I can't really remember if I knew him before. Wally West, and I always knew him as Barry Allen. Let's take a look. Princess Diana. When I was a kid, I actually thought it was from, Princess Diana. I was never big into DC comics. I was more of a Marvel guy. But I was big into Batman, though. Loved Batman, especially the animated series. So the Superman animated series was pretty good in the 90s as well. So, God, can you imagine playing this on a 3-button controller? God, what a joke. You had to hit start just to go from punch to kick, just like Mortal Kombat back in the day. So, but, it's pretty cool to have the actual manual itself. Cheetah, you see her boobs in the game. Look at this, 8'5", 450 pounds. God, can you imagine being 450 pounds? Probably haven't seen his dick since the Eisenhower administration. All right, anyway, let's go. Let's get to the gameplay. All right, let's go. All right, options. All right, we're going to put this on easy because this game is harder than Halo on Legendary. Basic options. Hero mode is the main campaign. Obvi. I'm going to pick the Flash because I always had the most successful Flash when I was a kid. It's funny, when you put on old games such as Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat, when you're a kid, you used to remember all the moves, like all the Hadoukens, Scorpions, Spear. But Jesus Christ, man, I put on this game and I can't remember a single move. It's the classic ABC, XYZ, weak kick, medium kick, strong kick, the huge. Obviously, during the 90s, there was a stampede of these garbage fighting games, Eternal Champions. So here I am fighting Princess Diana. I mean, look, is this game horrible? No, but it's not great. It's one of these games where, when you're a 10-year-old kid, you have 10 to 15 games and you try to make the best of every game that you have. You have about 4 or 5 bangers, and then you have about 7 to 8 shitty ones. But every now and then you get one that's like, medium to medium good. And this was one of them, in my opinion. I think the biggest thing that kind of bothered me was that every character was the same, man. It's like here I am getting my ass kicked to Batman, and just before I beat Superman. It's like, come on, man. Anyway, it wasn't like, Street Fighter 2 where, like, some guys were fast or slow or had projectiles or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no balance. Every person was the same. Like, look at this, man. Like Batman just kicked my ass. Whatever, man. So let's go to the player versus computer, where you can. So these are you can play the bad guys here. Darkseid, Cheetah, Solid Rack. Gotta give it credit. So we'll pick Darkseid here. I don't know who the hell that is, but these are the different stages here. Look, guys, I'm not reading off of the teleprompter. I'm just, giving my opinions and my retrospective of this game from when I used to play as a kid. So here you can pick the strengths. So, would I recommend playing this game today? Probably not. I mean, just for the nostalgia. So there you can listen to Darkseid laugh. All right, let's pick this slut here. Let's do the Aquaman stage. So, ridiculous. So, like I said, man, I actually beat this game as a kid, only with the Flash. When I did, man, it was very satisfying. But this is the classic game where you're halfway through, you lose, and you throw your joystick. The classic rage quit, man. Like I said, I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Once in a blue moon, I like to come back and play with it. The highlight of the game is the intro with the music. It's like almost like a heavy metal guitar, which I love. I'm a huge fan of heavy metal. But other than that, man, this is just a cookie cutter fighting game that came out during the 16-bit generation, man. Just a typical 4th generation fighting game. There's really not much to it. So, like I said, guys, this is my first video of reviewing the game. Well, I wouldn't really call it a review. It's more like my memories of this game. But, because overall this game sucks. But, when I was a kid, I liked it. But, when you're that young and you only have 10 or 15 games, you pretty much cherish everything that you own. And, like I said, out of the hundreds and hundreds of games that I own, this is one of the OGs. So, but long story short, I would avoid this. Game sucks unless you have nostalgia for it like I do. But even then, I play it now and I'm just like, I couldn't care less about this game anymore. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll try to do better next time, with editing and all that jazz. But whatevs.